And we are live, and immediately I need some water, bro, because this is not feeling good. I'm like, damn. All right, I guess we wait now. It's already somebody in here. I'm gonna wait for at least like, I don't know, 5 or 6 people to tap in. And we gonna get into it.
Right into it.
If you here right now, go ahead and drop a comment real quick. I want to see who in the live stream, and let me know how everything sounds too. I need to see how it sounds. I need to know. I'm one of the viewers, so I don't count. But hey, Chris, what's good? What you up to right now? Is you free, or you like at work or something? The boy Paul right here, he trying to duck off out of the camera and stuff. Man. He out to the side on here. I wanted to really just pop something out here real quick because I got 1K subs, and a lot of people don't know who I am for real or don't know what's going on, the whole operation of Omega Music. So I really want to pop in here. Hey, okay, bet. Actually, I should start when the homeboy Isaiah pop in. But until then,
I'm in that thing.
I'm gonna put on a little bit of music in the background. How about that? A little bit of Omega music. Let me see. I do got a playlist of my songs. I got a playlist of my songs on Spotify. I'm about to drop that in the chat real quick. It's like the hits. That's what I call it. The hits. These like my biggest songs or whatever. So if you got Spotify, you can go ahead and tap into this playlist right here. But let me see. You know, it started off with Paul Vane. You got to. If you in the chat, let me know if the music too loud or too low or whatever. I really need like I need my instrumentals for all my songs. I don't got that right now. Man, the last time I did a stream, I don't know, I probably had, it was just Dark Places out. That's crazy. Just Dark Places. I got like 20 more songs out now. Probably 30. Right now on my YouTube, if you go to my YouTube, it's like 44 videos up. And on my SoundCloud, it's 67 songs. 67 songs. That's crazy. And that's not even half of my songs, bro. I got so many undropped songs. I got whole albums worth of songs. Like, hold up. Let me show y'all real quick. This a little sneak peek. No, I don't want people to pause and look at the lyrics. You don't know too much, but these are songs that I haven't released. I got a whole another section for songs I already released. Songs be putting in work. And that's, like I said, those are the songs I haven't released. And these are the songs I have released. So just imagine, that's a lot of music. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 10 minutes. That's when I'm gonna start actually getting into what I wanted to and jump. But until then, I guess we just gonna wait for people to pull up and turn the music up, you know. Hey, the boy Paul in the chat, true. I'm across the country. I got girl like they ain't coming through. Y'all make moves off flip flop. We ain't with that. We got running shoes. We just done it to 'em. We pop bang. This ain't none to us. I got a girl like they ain't coming through. So me and Paul, it got to be an easier way for me to turn this down without doing this every time. Oh, well, I'm just dumb. Never mind. I know what to do. Me and Paul was talking about doing more reactions, right? So actually, we're talking about a couple of things. We're talking about our podcast that we about to have. Me, Paul, and Dier more than likely. And Query is gonna be the main people off of that one. And we're talking about reactions. What music can we react to right now? Like what new artists y'all listening to, or what new albums y'all listening to? Because I haven't listened to anything, nothing this year besides my own music. Like I haven't listened to any new projects. And Alessia Cara the reaction we did. That's it. But that countdown's real. 3, 2, 1. I take off. Ain't no way we meal still. Yeah, if you just joining and you don't know who I am, feel free to tap into the chat because I'm trying to meet everybody that I don't know. If you was in a previous live stream or if you ever in my comments, I definitely know who you are. I remember everybody's faces and usernames and junk. Who am I? That's a good question. I can't answer that, bro. You define who I am. Okay, 2 people asked who I am. All right. I'm let me turn this down real quick. Cause it's distracting me. So I'm from Flint, Michigan. If you don't know where that's at, you got Michigan right on the palm. Where is Flint at, bro? Like right here? Somewhere around here. We like an hour off of Detroit. That's where I was born and raised. The freaking slums and junk. Not for real. Something like that. That one guy. Yeah, I'm that one guy. To a lot of people. A lot of people know me as Omega now. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the "Who are you" question because that's like such a like I don't even know what I want to represent me for real. I know what does represent me, like my music. So I am my music. That's your question answer right there. I am my music. All right, we 2 minutes away from me taking this away. I'm about to get into what I really want to get into. I want to talk. Basically, I'm gonna talk about like the progress we made this year because we made hella progress this year. Like it's crazy. And that's another reason why I'm doing this live stream. I got 1,000 subs now. The last time I did a live stream, I had 300 subs. So it's a bunch of people that just don't know like what's going on or that just heard the song. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna subscribe to this dude. They don't really know me as a person. And I just want to like get to know people, let people know more about myself or more about the music at least. I was gonna do a top 10, what my top 10 songs were this year, what my top 10 favorite songs were from this year. I was gonna talk about the Omega merch that dropped. This is my first year dropping merchandise. And it did pretty good, I think, for me starting off. So once again, I do a lot of this stuff by myself. Take my hat off. Can't take the hat off. The hat is a part of my identity right now as an artist. And that goes along with like the music. Specifically the letters. That's why like if you go to my social media right now, if you go to let me turn that off because It's an ad playing. But if you go to my social medias, all of my icons, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Cause it's different than my YouTube icon. But like yeah, if you go to my Twitter, that's me and Junk. It look weird in this perspective, but yeah. So what about when it's hot? I still rock it. I rock it when it's hot, when it's cold. Like literally in my performances, I keep the hat on, and it be hot. It be hot. I kind of see like Omega. Yeah, please, thank you. I needed this. Mm. I've been making a lot of music lately. My voice hurts. Um, but yeah, I was saying in my performances, it's hot. Got to keep the hat on though. All right, so I wanted to first start off by saying thank you to everybody that's watching right now and everybody that been watching this entire year and from the beginning when I first started posting music, like way back in 2016. I didn't really start taking music serious. I always say this. I didn't start taking it serious until 2019. And that's when I dropped my first project, Dark Places. I definitely do need some tea for sure. For sure. But yeah, I didn't start taking music serious until 2019. So from 2019 to now, the end of 2020, we hit 100,000 views on YouTube. 100,000 views. That's crazy. That's so crazy to me. And just recently, within the last week, we hit 50,000 streams on Spotify. That's just YouTube and Spotify. So between those two, I got 150,000 watches or listens or whatever. So on SoundCloud, Paul Bunyan has 20K listens by itself. And then like on Apple Music and iTunes and stuff, I probably got like 2K, 3K streams, but most of my traffic comes through Spotify and YouTube. Hey, bro, Paul, can you close the door for me? But yeah. Yeah, so 150,000, basically 150,000 people saw my stuff so far. That's crazy. And this is only the beginning. That's what I always say. This is literally just the beginning. We got so much more to do. Like what I think I did like 10 remixes this year. Most of my traffic comes from my remixes. So I do those for two reasons. Two reasons. The first reason, it's because I hear a song and I'm like, oh, that's kind of dope. Or like I hear like a beat or maybe like some part of the chorus, something I like, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I want to take that and then do like my version of it. So that's where like most of my remixes come from. Like on the box, the in the beginning and junk, I was like, yeah, that's kind of dope. That's the whole reason I made that song. So from there, I was like, oh, I just want to. They cannot put me in the box. I just started off like that, and then the rest of it was just me just writing to fill up the rest of the song, basically. The Coochie remakes. The reason I did that is because the song is super popular in Flint. Uh, I just wanted to put on for the city, and then I thought that was just a funny song, so I wanted to take like a more serious, like trying to go hard with the bars perspective on it. But yeah, so the main first reason is because I just like hear something I like. The second reason is because, well, actually, it's three reasons. I have to think about that some more. The second reason is because I want to reach the artists that make those songs somehow. Remix a trash song. Uh, from my perspective, a lot of songs are trash. So I probably have remixed a trash song already. I think a lot of my songs are trash. That's just like some artist bias junk. But um, what song are you most proud of? Uh, Most proud of. Hmm. That's kind of a hard question too, because it's certain songs that are difficult to make, like actually record for me. It's extremely hard for me to record because like my voice, the way I envision a song and my voice are like so different. And it might sound similar to you, but like actually recording it's different. Like I gotta like put in like a lot of effort to make my voice sound right on the track. Um Most proud of right now gotta be the Scarred and Beautiful remix. Only because for one, it was my first. Well, it's not even a remix. Let me take that back. It's my first song that I made based off of another person's song that wasn't a remix. So Scarred and Beautiful, I see that a lot more as like my song rather than a remix of the original song. Uh, so I'm pretty proud of that. That was like it was something I always wanted to do because I that was like this was like the goal from the beginning. I always wanted to remix people's songs, but eventually get to a point where I can just uh use that song and like go off of it and create something completely entirely new. Uh so I think that's what I did for the first time with that one. I'm proud of 2020 because I released that. Like I said, that's like I said in the song, that's my final song at 20. Now I haven't released my final song at 21. It's already finished though. It's coming out on my next project. But 2020, I'm super proud of that song because first of all, it's a long song. If you really think about it, I had to break it up into two parts. And I feel like it accomplished something that uh is really hard to do in the beginning. You know, it has you thinking, it has you like emotional kind of, it gets you in that mindset. Then it turned and flipped, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of explode and have like a bunch of energy and a bunch of like different wordplay. And that just really showed like two sides of me as an artist. I think those are like my two primary sides. Like I can make this deep, impactful stuff, or I can also make like stuff that's also impactful, but in a different way. It's like more so just like impressive and like hard. How much for a feature? It depends on who's asking. To be honest, I'm one of those type of artists. Like if I think you a super fire artist, then the future price is going to be relatively low. But if I don't really rock with your music like that, then first of all, I need to hear the song that you bring it to me. Uh, if the song is fire, then I do the feature for free. I don't really trip on money that much. I'm not really in this for the money, even though I do want my music to produce enough money for me to live off of. But I don't know. I'm a big person on faith, and I just believe just being real. I know how much I'm worth as an artist too. So for a feature, let me just throw a price up anyway. Let's see. I don't know. 600,000. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. It really depends on the person. In the past, how much have I charged for a feature? It was one period where I was doing features for a low price. Like actually, no, yeah, it was coming into 2020. At the end of 2019, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start charging for features, and I'm gonna start like seriously charging too. So everybody that want to do a song with me, let me know right now. A bunch of people hit me up, and then I was like, okay, after this, I'm gonna start off at like 70, and then I'm gonna go up from there. And that's like super low, but I'm only doing that because just to have like some type of transaction process. I think that just make it feel more official from the business side. I'm currently working on a project called well, the title is still up in the air, low key. But I have a good idea of what I want to call it. It's called means to the end or means to an end. I'm like flip flopping between those two because I think they mean two different things. But means to the end is pretty much the project I'm working on. Right now it's looking like it's gonna be 13 songs, 13 songs long. So it's more like Dark Places length, but it's more In Wolves Clothing in terms of like sound. But it's not like In Wolves Clothing either. It's more in that direction though. It's not like Dark Places, which is like melodic and lyrical, soothing to like deep bass and slower beats and super insightful. This is like songs that I want to turn up to. But in What's Clothing, so the thing about In What's Clothing, this is what I wanted to make this live stream for too. It wasn't meant to be just like straight turn up. It was still like a piece of it that was like me trying to be lyrical and try something like special on each of the songs. So I wanted to like try these like weird hooks, kind of, or just things I haven't really tried before on songs. So that's why, like in Apollo and A Million and Energy, all those, I was just like doing different flows and a bunch of junk that was just like going with the beats. Um, but this next project is much more like concise. Like every song is more like a traditional song, and it's I think it's gonna be a lot more catchy. It's gonna be a lot more songs to perform. That's what N Will's Clothing was supposed to be too, like songs for performing, not necessarily for. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain like the way I see it, but at a concert, I know the feeling, like being on the stage and performing. There are certain songs that just hit different, and I know that In Will's Clothing songs are going to hit different for sure during the performance, and that was like my main reason for making In Will's Clothing. I wanted like songs that would like just go crazy while I'm performing live, and that's a different take than like a song that you want to hear in a club or a song that you play around your homies or in the car. Even though you can do that with those songs, it's just different. Have I been looking to get signed by any labels? No, but this year I have been hit up by a few labels that I'm not going to name. Uh, but they on like average label stuff, and I'm not into that. I want to. I'm more into having a partnership. I don't want to be owned by anybody. I always say this on all my live streams. I'm not into that. I gotta pull this back up. I don't know if I'm answering y'all questions. Let's see. Did I ever answer what song am I most proud of? Yeah, I like 2020. I'm proud of that song. And I'm proud of the Everything I Want to remix too. Just because that was like my first time singing. I don't really think anybody can sing, first of all. Anybody can sing. Uh but it's more so about like being comfortable with just like putting my voice out there no matter what, like whether people think it's good or bad. It's only good as long as I think it's good, basically, and it's good enough for me to hear. But I'm gonna get better at singing for sure, because that's a strong suit in like songwriting, and I need it. I need to be able to sing better for like the songs I want to make. Have any performance Oh, do I have any performance rituals? Uh, I'm always in a performance ritual consistently. If anybody has seen me before a performance, I'm walking around just like got my headphones in, pacing back and forth, repeating the lyrics. That's my performance ritual. But I do that now, like in my kitchen, or I just walk around the house. I'm always pacing. That's how I think. Have you ever seen Dave Chappelle comedy special? One of his most recent ones, he was talking about how he like just sits there and he like goes off into the zone, and that's how he thinks of his most like elaborate and best jokes. That's literally me. Like I'm off into a different world, but here I'm like walking around, but I'm really in a different world. I was just talking to Q about this. Q Aquarius, that's the dude that do all my videos. Um, he's talking about, man, you like really good in front of the camera. Like, yeah, I just I'm always practicing. Like, yeah, you always walking around, doing like your little rap stuff, like moving your hands and all that. It really all of that, all the movement, it helps you think. That's all it does. It helps you stay on beat. And it's like certain, I don't know, certain points you have to hit. So it's like your hands that help you get to that point. That's the best way I can explain it. At least for me, that's what moving my hands and stuff is good for. Do you do shows? Are you performing places? Where can we see you live? I mean, I would do a lot more shows. I'm performing places, yeah, but 2020, coronavirus, quarantine. I actually plan for this year to be like the most I ever did. 2019, I probably did like 10 shows. 2018, I probably did like 5 shows. I'm probably in like 15 shows right now. I did like a couple of music things growing up too, but like as an artist, as Omega, I haven't had any show yet. Like for me, I've always been a featured artist for other people's stuff. Have you thought about doing a Patreon or something eventually? I actually have a Patreon right now. I released a Patreon a long time ago, and I haven't. Actually, I'm gonna put that up real quick. I haven't been uploading to it because they're. Hold up 1 second. Let me grab this so I can drop it in the chat. Yeah. So this is my Patreon. So my Patreon consists of not just my music, it's my art, starting OnlyFans. Hey, low key, it's people on OnlyFans that's like not into like all the sexual stuff, right? I'm pretty sure like OnlyFans is an actual service people can use for stuff like this, like music. For people that's interested in my music, the main reason you would go to my Patreon is because I'm dropping songs like specifically for those people. Like what's the name of that song? What's Popping? I did a remix of that. It's on my TikTok. You can find it right now, actually. Uh should I get my TikTok right now too? Let me see. I might as well. I did a What's Popping remix, but like that's going to my Patreon subscribers. Yeah, OnlyFans is made for creators. See, I get on TikTok, I'm already seeing some BS. That's why I don't use that. It's always some people like just doing too much, man. It needs to be like teenage girls. Like, why? Why do I gotta see that? My eyes, bro. It was something I was thinking about earlier that I did not say yet, and it's really bothering me. What was your favorite song from this year? Like from me this year? Because I was looking at the stats and the biggest songs this year, the top 10, right? The Spirit 2, the Box remix, the Coochie remix, Stargaze, Paul Bunyan, 19, the Bad Guy remix, Crunk A Dead remix, and Scarred and Beautiful. Those are my biggest songs this year. And together they probably make up like 60 or 70,000 of my views. Something crazy. But yeah. So I don't know if you noticed, but the Spirit 2, Paul Bunyan, 19, those are all songs from 2019. Some of my biggest songs from this year are from last year. I think my favorite songs from this year, I made my own. Creator Legend. Well, my favorite songs from this year, 2020, Love 2020, 20 Part 1 and 20 Part 2, if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's called 2020. It's really one song, but I broke it up into two. The Everything I Wanted remix, love that song. Scarred and Beautiful, love that song. These are actually just same songs I just told to Michael. No Love, Me and Marley, Outside with GS The Dream, Alphabet. Alphabet is so hard. Like, oh, people don't understand. Alphabet is so hard. 20 Part 2 is my favorite. Yeah, 20 Part 2 is hard. It's so many people that like listen to Alphabet and didn't know that it was the ABCs. Like how? Well, I know how. That's what I kind of wanted to make it like that. I wanted to make it like you would listen to the song and you wouldn't even know that I was saying the alphabet the whole time. Real subtle, basically. That's how I wanted it to be. Uh, the Death remix, me, Trenton, and Damone. So look, in high school, me, Trenton, and Damone, like all the people from like the basketball team, we used to just like rap before practice and junk. Trent is one of the main homies from way back in the day. That's Sean on the Death remix. But yeah, Marley, Sean, Omega. That's all our names, our rap names or whatever. We hopped on the Death remix. Trent came to visit Michigan because he moved away. He came to visit here for like I don't know, 2 days, 3 days. We was like, bro, we finally gotta make a song. Like that's what we doing now. We gotta do it. So we all went in the stew. And I probably wrote that verse in like 15 minutes. But that's one of my favorite verses. I love that song so much. It's so hype. I love that song. A Million, Stargaze, and the Box remix. Those like my favorite. Love a Million, Love Stargaze, and the Box remix. That was just so hard. And that was really like one of my first songs that hit 10K. I think it was the first song that hit 10K. This year, like, we did so much. Q shot his first videos this year. Stargaze was his first like real video, first video. And we shot Stargaze, I don't know, like 5 takes. Oh, I wanted to say this. This what it was. Scarred and Beautiful. I made that song like 24 hours. I made the song, the cover art, and the video. So we made the video at 3 a.m. We went outside. It was pitch black outside. Pitch black. But you can't tell in the video because Q camera is like really good. His lens is really good. We shot that video in 2 takes. That was it, 2 takes. It was so cold. I was like, nah, bro. Like, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna give it all I got, and then we out. Cause it's too cold. My hands was froze. I couldn't feel my thumbs and junk. It was bad. But dedication though. I was dedicated. Had to get that done. And that was on a whim too. I wouldn't have shot that video. I was really just making like a little visual thing. And then Marley came over here. He was like, man, you should shoot a video for this one. It's like, and then he was like, yeah, like think about like, cause I took him down to the lake. We was like going on a walk and junk just for the view. He's like, think about if you like went down to the lake. And I was like, oh, as soon as he said that, I saw the whole video. Like in my head, I was like, I see it. Like this is gonna be dope. So that's what ended up happening. And then we hit up Q. It was like, bro, we gotta shoot the video. And it was like some miscommunication junk going on. So that's why we didn't end up going until 3 a.m. because he thought he was waiting for me to like get him and I was waiting for him. So we just was waiting for each other until like the last minute. And then we was like, bro, I was thinking about going to sleep. I was like, man, it's bad. I was like, nah, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Because I was really excited to get that song out. And out of the whole process, the cover art is what took the longest. And I was literally just tracing over what I already drew. But that took a long time to do, surprisingly. I know before I started the stream, some people gave me some questions that they want to answer, like just during like 2020 and the whole quarantine, like how did that affect my whole side of things, the music making process? Really, to be honest, it helped 100%. Like it wasn't really any setbacks for me as an artist, because what it did, it gave us way more time to make stuff, to make music, and we was locked in for real. Like me and Marley, like it was a time period. If you were subscribed back then, like it was nothing but me and Marley songs. We were just dropping songs back to back. If he was on his channel, he was dropping songs too. We was locked into the studio. Like we was waking up, studio, staying there all day, go to sleep in the studio, literally laying out on the floor, going to sleep in the studio. That was our room. The studio was our room, for real, 100%. Every day and night, just standing there. But we wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for quarantine, because I was working before. But everybody got laid off, so that was such a blessing. Yeah, Reek was definitely a witness. We was locked in. Also because of quarantine, I got new equipment, got a new mic, my whole setup. I got a new laptop. If I forgot all about this. If you're a real OG, you know my old computer I used to make music on will always turn off. Like you would be in the middle of a project, the middle of a session, and it just turn off. That held me back so much. And it's not like it would just turn off and you turn it on and you good. It was like it turn off and then you would turn it on and turn right back off. Like you could not get anything anything done at all. So I had to get a new MacBook. So I did that. Yeah, I got a whole new setup now. It's way more comfortable. It's not so much stuff in the way. I used to have like this mic stand. It was terrible. It took up too much space. But now everything is much better. I got like a little movable arm thing that just like goes around. I love it. It's dope. Yeah. So quarantine was nothing but music. Music, saving up and investing. I had because of like the unemployment, I was able to invest way more in my music than I ever been able to. It was a blessing for me, for sure, for sure. What else happened this year? Uh, I don't know. A lot really happened. Really, it's so much that happened. It goes over my head. I was on the just spitballing podcast with Paul. Top 5 songs of all time. Bro, how you gonna hit me with that super question right there, bro? Top 5 songs of all time. All right, so Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood. Goated. Love that song. Uh I'm looking at my playlist right now because I gotta see. I don't know, some Linkin Park song. I don't know which one, but a Linkin Park song is in my top 5. I'm gonna just say Linkin Park. Old Chandon 2, bro, all time. See, hold on, let me grab my charger real quick. Old Chandon 2. Hold up. It's something on Take Care is in my top 5. I don't know what it is. Some song will Take Care. Uh Actually, no, I take that back. I only said that because you said old Chandon, but new Chandon don't really listen to that right now. So how can that be a top 5? Hmm. Oh yeah, by the way, my name Chandon, if y'all don't know. My real name. So I don't know. That question too hard. I had to sit down for that one. That's actually something I would like make a video about, like a full length video. Perfect segue. So I started my personal channel, Childish Chandino, this year. I didn't really upload it like I planned to at all. I'm getting so distracted by a lot of random stuff that's going on. But yeah, I didn't really upload on it like I planned to at all. But I did start it though, and that's what matters most. Getting it up there. We had 16 subs on Childish Chandino. I can't wait till that one at 1K too. All my reactions. So I used to do all my music reactions, my vlogs, and everything on this channel. I'm moving all that over there. I already moved all of it over there. So yeah, that was another thing that's different for 2020. This is purely music now, and like stuff like this, which is really all about the music too. I know earlier we were talking about the Coochie remix and how when I first dropped it, it was a bunch of people in Flint like hating. They was mad, super mad, because I don't know, they thought I was dissing Y&J. Like, bro, I don't have any reason to diss this man. Like, I don't know. I'm not just like a hater and junk, because there's really people that just hate for no reason. But I had no reason to diss that man. But people thought I was dissing though. That's what matter, I guess. What they think don't matter, but in context, what they thought is what mattered for this conversation. They it was even like some people like on his team. Like I don't know if it was like his producer or something. Some dude on his team was mad, bro. And then there was like screenshot in the comments of people saying like my version better. And they was putting it on Facebook like what? Yeah. It was funny. It's probably still people saying that like right now. And I didn't even know until people started telling me. People was hitting me up like, bro, you see what all these people saying about your song? Don't worry about it. Was people like messaging me like, don't worry about what they gotta say. I'm like, bro, what is y'all talking about? I have no idea what y'all talking about. Turns out I get on Facebook, I look up what they talking about. Hella people in Flint. I think it's people in Flint only, but hella people in Flint just hating. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Cool with me. Like, do y'all not know what a remix is? Like, bro, people were saying I was taking his style. Like, it's a remix. Like, y'all ever heard of Lil Wayne? Nah, for real, forget him for real. I wasn't really tripping. I actually like just used it to get more attention for the song. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this for sure. Hey, it's people hating on this song. Y'all should go listen to it. Tell me what y'all think. That's basically what I did. Okay, what up, Jay? I had a feeling I was you, low key. We 40 minutes in. I wanted to like quickly for all the people that don't know, like go over like what my music is, like for real. Like, first of all, I make all my music, believe it or not, with God in mind. That's like all of my music. That's where I come from. Dark Places, my first project, my first album. If you haven't listened to Dark Places, please go back and listen to it. It's still fire to this day. I promise you. And it's if you're looking for that deep, insightful, meaningful uh, music in your life, that's the project to go to. Um, But that was Dark Places is what was setting up all of the stuff I'm doing now. So if you listen to Dark Places, pay attention to the themes and everything going on. It's kind of like I'm going downhill the whole entire album. And I'm like looking, I'm like reaching, grabbing onto any semblance of meaning or like God or anything I can. Um, until eventually we get to the end of the album and I kind of like wrap it up by saying we at the end, right? And we got to go back to the beginning. So if you go back to the beginning of Dark Places, that's like gift and change, right? So it's basically the meaning of that is imagine you got a gift, but it's not being used to this full extent. It's being used for um, basically not at its full capacity. Maybe for the wrong reasons or for some reason you just can't figure out why you can't fully get what you want from your gift. That goes into Inwood's clothing, which is supposed to be like my gift and change. It's like I'm not really using my gift of like rapping or whatever to the full extent. But also we going back to the beginning. Inwood's clothing is representing the beginning of my journey, which is like a sheep that's in wolf's clothing versus a wolf in sheep's clothing. So I believe like if you look at my life story, like how I was raised, how I came up, there's very much more of a sheep and wolf's clothing. And I make that music from the mindset that I grew up with. And Means to the End, my next project, which is called Means to the End. Um, that's more that same mindset, but like a little bit more mature, like a little bit more adult, I guess. But it's still all about going back to the beginning, like the person I used to be in Wolves Clothing. And Fade to Black was the project I made in between Dark Places and In Wolves Clothing. And Fade to Black was basically supposed to be everything I just said, but like in rap form, the symbolic meaning. It's like, all right, this like the first song is called like Black Sheep. I don't know. You got to go listen to the Fade to Black project, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this is what I mean when I say my music tell a story, and this is all like the prologue. I still haven't released my first album yet, like what I consider like my first real album. That's going to be called Genesis, but it's still not time. Still got a lot to do, a lot to learn. But I already know what the album is going to be like. I already got it plotted out. It's just not time for it yet. So to put everything into context again, all the music you heard so far is like the prologue, and then Genesis is like chapter 1 for real. So um the gist of what I'm trying to get at is don't take anything that you see from me from the surface, even though it might seem like surface level, like the Coochie remix. Like, oh, why you drop the Coochie? How you drop a song about God and drop the Coochie remix right after? Like, that don't make sense. Yo, it makes sense. I thought about everything. I do everything for a purpose. So if you've been paying attention to the music, it's kind of like all in that zone. And Will's Clothing and the Coochie remix all work together, and it all comes after Dark Places, because this is the dark places. We in the dark places right now. So I just wanted to explain that for all of my new subscribers. I'm probably gonna like take this little clip out of this live stream and post it on my channel by itself. But I really want people to understand. So if everybody that's coming from the Scarred and Beautiful song that I made, don't expect all of my music to be like that in the future. We all humans. Look at a pastor. Look at Pastor Troy. He can do a coochie. I mean, we are all humans, and people are only. I know, like, I drop a song and people are like unsubscribe because it's not what they looking for or whatever. But I think I'm building like the fan base that understand what I'm doing. That's what I see it. So if you don't understand, of course you're gonna leave. That's cool. Uh, yeah, don't. But what I was saying is, don't expect like all the music to sound the same at all. That's not how I work as a human being. I'm not always the same. I change, I evolve, I have different thoughts. I'm never gonna put on an image like I'm 100% perfect or anywhere near it. I know I'm desperately flawed as a person, and I want my art to reflect that, because I want it to be real and I want people to relate to it. And I know that we can have a Scarred and Beautiful, and we also have a cute a Coochie remix 2 songs before that. That's just how we are as people. I can have that side that's like, man, I just want to turn up, and I can have that side that actually sees like the worth and value in people. Like, why wouldn't I have both of those sides? I feel real bothered. One thing that does bother me is when people judge my music without looking at the whole context of all of it. Like, if you don't know about Dark Places and the message I was trying to get to in Dark Places, then you can't really speak on like what I'm doing right now, because it all makes sense from that context. And that's how I want it to be. It's like a story. That's the way I see it. But uh yeah, we 48 minutes in. I'm probably gonna be on here until 1 o'clock. Then I'm gonna hop off. But yeah, hit me up with all y'all questions, man. I want to see what y'all thinking. It's 6 people in here right now. That by itself is dope. Like, y'all don't know, but having like 6 people, and they've been going up like between 6 and 9 and junk. That's a lot of people for a live stream consistently. Like, for an hour to have that many people in, that's what's up for real. So if you are in here, go ahead and drop a comment real quick, because I want to see you. I want to see what you got going on. And if y'all know anybody that want to know about me as an artist or anything like that, go ahead and share the live stream and tell them pop in here with their questions. I did a couple interviews this year too. I didn't really publicize them like that, but I've been on a couple of people's websites. I really like helping other content creators out, no matter how big they are. So I'm always lending myself. So if you do anything like that, if you do interviews, music, anything like that that I can contribute to, let me know, because I would definitely help you out. Megan said, "Hey, want to know you? We got Rion them, bro gonna take off for sure, bro." And Rion them, they hard for what they do for sure. But I'm targeting like, I want to be something in music. Like, I want to represent something, like an actual thing. Like whatever Jay-Z represented y'all head, whatever Lil Wayne represented y'all head, whatever Michael Jackson represented y'all head. I want Omega to be something like that. What artist would you love to All right, so artists I would love to do a song with. Y'all already know off rip Alessia Cara. I would love to do a song with Alessia Cara. That's why she is like the main one I do remixes of. Uh she the main one I do remixes of because man, put me on the track with her, bro. We going quadruple platinum off rip. I'm in my bag for real. Like y'all haven't seen me in that bag. In that bag, bro. I'm specifically saving that bag for her. That's gonna be a whole different Omega. I'm probably have to change my name because that's a whole different artist at that point. I'm gonna be in my bag for like Bon Kai. Um, who else? Don Tripp, one of my favorite artists, one of my biggest inspirations. Anonymous, gotta get on the track with Anonymous. Lil Wayne, gotta get on the track with Lil Wayne. Drake, I would love to be on the track with Drake. I'm in my bag for that one too. Who else? Them like the main ones. I want to do like different stuff. I want to be on the track with like Linkin Park. I'm not really into that deep into rap as I used to be. Zendaya collab, man. I already got some stuff to say about that, man. I got some stuff working on in the background with Zendaya at this moment in the DMs right now. You gonna have a different type of car following, bro, like XX Tentacion. Yeah, that'd be dope. I already listen. The people that's here right now, y'all already a part of the Omega body. That's the way I see it. Y'all already a part of it. We already the dopest out there. What fan base is harder than us? We the hardest fan base. Look at the people that's in this fan base. We fire, bro. Oh, Ed Sheeran. Yes, bro. Yes, Ed Sheeran, bro. If you go to my if I pop up my playlist, bro, Ed Sheeran is one of the most consistent names in there. I'm glad you said that. Matter of fact, that's probably gonna be my next remix, Ed Sheeran song. Yes. Yeah, he one of my favorite artists. His music, that's inspirational too, for real. Like I want to make music like that. It's so random as like a rapper, but that's the type of music I want to make. I want to make Ed Sheeran type music. I want to make Alessia Cara type music. I want to make Linkin Park type music, the neighborhood type music. And that's why my favorite songs is like 2020 or like the Everything I Wanted remix, Scarred and Beautiful. It was better. What was better? I forgot what you was talking or what we was talking about. Oh yeah, I was saying about like the fan base, like our audience and joint, or yeah, our audience. We already hard. We already got the hardest whatever that means. I'm as much of a fan of the music as y'all. Some of y'all are bigger fans of my music than I am, for real. I'm not really attached to my music as much as people might think. I'm kind of disassociated from it. I see Omega as something different. Chandon Brown, the person Chandon Brown, his music would be different than Omega, basically. His was trash. Anybody could have written. Oh, you talking about the Coochie remake? I mean, yeah. I feel that way about a lot of artists though. That's why I'm not a super big fan of rap right now. Cause I know what it takes to like say some of their lines. Like for real, write that in 5 minutes for real. And I don't even like just mean that song specifically. I just mean in general. I'm not a big fan of a lot of rap right now. Like I really think the industry is trash, like trash. And even some of my songs, I'm like, man, I could have did that better. And I go hard on my songs. And I'm still like, bro, I definitely could have went harder on this. I could have said this line differently. I could have attack this verse at this angle. I could have did this different type of flow. That's really what be getting me the most about my music and why I really don't like it. I'm super critical. That's why my voice hurt right now, bro. Listen, my project, I'm still on the first song because I'm on like the 60th take of the first line, literally. No cap. The 60th take of the first line. That's why I really asked my friends to pull up because I need some other people around me. And this is why music drained me so much because I'll be locked in on the smallest details for so long and I would never like move forward. So I need some other influences that'd be like, bro, that take good, bro. Move on. I definitely need that. That's something I just recognized too. So if you talk about like quarantine and like growing as an artist, the stuff that you uh learn, that's something I just had to sit down and like really be self-aware about. Like I'm spending way too much time trying to perfect these lines just for me to drop the song and then still think I could have did those lines better. That I mean, that's another reason why I was like, why I said I was proud of the Scarred and Beautiful song, because I could have, I did a lot of takes of that and I did a lot of singing in it and I was getting better as I was doing it. But I had to get to a point where I was just like, okay, I'm spending way too much time trying to perfect this. Let me just drop it. It already sounds good to me. Let me just drop it. So that's what I did. And even now I'm like, man, I could have sung that better. I can go back. I wish I can go back and just do one more take, or I know how this would sound different. But it is what it is at this point. I know people like it, and it had an impact on a lot of people. And people really, really like that song. That's probably one of my first songs uh, in a long time. I gotta say in a long time, because a lot of songs on Dark Places did this too. That people told me like they was emotionally affected by. But Dark Places, that's like the whole vein of Dark Places, the album. It's like Scarred and Beautiful for real. And people always say this another thing. People always say, like, bro, every song you hear, like you getting better. Like, this might be my favorite song from you. That's intentional. I promise you it's intentional. I know, like, I'm not giving, okay, I don't want to say I'm not giving you my all or my best, like up front, but I'm trying to like build it up. I'm not trying to just like give like all my tricks out. I don't know. It's some type of analogy I'm thinking of with magicians, but uh, I'm just not trying to like put it all out like that. I want to build it up. I want every song to add on, and people be like, "Oh, that's a lot better." And then you go back and you listen to the first ones, you're like, "Well, these still like super good though." So if those are super good and the songs now is a lot better, like, oh, I just think that's dope. Tap into the comments with what y'all got to say. I'm gonna actually stay on for longer because I'm not doing anything right now. But technically, yeah, I don't want to show. Yeah, I don't want to show my hand. There you go. Thank you. I do not want to show my hand, but I know what I got up my sleeve. And it's some fire. It's some crazy stuff. That's what I'm saying. This next project, man, this is about to be hard. It's a hard project. And I know people want to hear like the Scarred and Beautiful type songs. I know people want to hear the Gift and Chains type songs, the Creator Legends type songs. Like they're coming, but their time is not right now. Like the next evolution of those songs is in the future. Right now, I'm evolving on the Paul Bunyan type songs. I'm evolving on the Inwoods Clothing. Yeah, so that's what this next project is, and it's so hard. It's so hard. I cannot. I'm excited for it, but it's also a piece of me that's like, man, I'm 2,000 takes in, literally 2,000 takes into a song, and it's just not hitting the same. So I just need to move on from it. Like y'all hear my songs after I done heard them thousands of times, literally thousands of times, thousands. I walk around. I'm at work listening to my music, like my future music, working on music. I'm at my job doing that. I got my AirPods in, walking around the house. I'm always working on music. Uh, yeah, WWE 123632 asked about the Zendaya collab. I don't know if y'all heard what I said, but it's coming one day. Eventually, that Zendaya collab coming, along with the Alessia Cara collab too. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all know. It's a lot of people that might not know if you don't follow me on social media. Alessia Cara saw the Scarred and Beautiful song. She saw it yesterday. Bro, I was so geeked. I was happy as heck. I had just came back from the gym with Q, walked in the crib. For some reason, all the notifications on my phone been tripping lately. So I didn't get any of the notifications. I opened up Twitter. I seen I had like 10 notifications on Twitter, like the little bell. And I was like, that's odd. And I had like one DM message. And I wasn't like, that's regular. So I went to the 10 notifications. It was all Alessia Cara friends. I was like, what happened? I go down. I see her retweeted my tweet about the song. Said, love this! Exclamation point. I'm like, oh snap. I seen that. I was like, bro, that DM from her, I already know it is. Went to the DM. She DM'd me about the song. I was like, bro, that's so fire. I didn't. So I at first I clicked on the little DM thing, but I didn't actually open up the chat. I just seen Alessia Cara at the top. I looked at Q. I was like, bro, she messaged me, bro. She did it. She finally messaged me. I've been trying to get her to message me back since 2018 when I met her. Finally did it, bro. I dropped the phone. I just laid on the floor. I was like, bro, I can't look at it yet. I can't look at it. And then I looked at it and I was like, hey, it's lit. So yeah, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that. Cause this is only the beginning. Definitely only the beginning. Bro, it's so dope. And I'm happy that her fans like it. Like that mean a lot to me. Them are the most critical opinions for real to me. What her fans think about that song or any remix. Anytime I drop a remix, the fans of the original artist, I try to like reach out to them. That's probably how a lot of y'all know who I am because I DM'd you somehow. I try to reach out to a lot of fans of the original artist and then get their take on what I did. And when they like approve of it, I'm like, yes, I did it. I did the right thing. Especially the people that's like fans of an artist and they like, oh, this version is better than the original. Like that's crazy. That mean I contributed enough to the song. Like, that's so crazy to me. 1K subs, the grind is real. I wish you a great year in 2020. Man, thank you, DJ Morris. Thank you. 2020 gonna be crazy too. 1K subs was the goal for this year. Actually, 700 subs was my goal for this year. And I hit 1K. I wanted 7,000 streams on Spotify. I hit 50,000 streams. Like I did way better than I thought I would. With a lot of help. Though. But yeah, I did way better. Next year, I'm shooting for the sky, man. I want to go hard next year. I have to go hard next year at this point. Like if this year was like me trying to like prove myself or prove it to myself that I could do something, then next year has to be me like actually acting on that. Like it's time to go hard. I dropped Inwood's clothing this year and remixes. That's it. Inwood's clothing and remixes. And my remixes was like off the whim. Like I would hear a song and then one day later I have a remix for it. Like I heard the Coochie. So when I made the Coochie remix, and I keep bringing this song up because it's one of my biggest songs right now. It was after some Coochie Land Junk and Flint happened, and I was like, just because that happened, I'm gonna make this remix to this song. I wrote it same day or like when technically not the same day because the day had ended. It was the nighttime, but yeah, I wrote it that night and dropped it, and it went crazy. The box remix went so crazy. That's where I got like 300 subs from the box remix. Like, bro. So if you're ever wondering why I'm doing a lot of remixes, that's why. But my original music comes in packages, like Inwood's clothing, or like I'm dropping next. 21, like I was saying. So I've been dropping songs every year for like my birthday songs, or like my last song for that year. So I dropped 18. That's where I started off at. Really, I was doing this in high school. I had a song called 16 uh, that I made in high school. Then I had a song called 17 that I made in college. And then I had 18, which is the first one I released. And that's still up on my channel. It's probably like my first song on here. Uh, I did 19, which is another one of my biggest songs this year. 19 came out in 2018, right? Or 19. I don't know. And then we got 19 came out in 2018. Uh we got 2020, 20 part 1 and 20 part 2. And 21, which is y'all haven't heard that yet, but it's coming out on my project though. And 21 is way, way different. It's more like 20 part 1. It's 21. It's an actual song and it's called Remember. But yeah, so on my project, when you see Remember, you will know that's 21. I'm probably gonna have it in parentheses. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to say. I don't know if y'all caught on, but every song that I name, like as an actual name, I know that those songs gonna go hard. It's like I said, not showing my hand, or like I know which songs like y'all really gonna like. So Paul Bunyan, when I made Paul Bunyan, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this thing where all the hard songs I make gonna have a name to them. So Paul Bunyan, Apollo, Neo, those are the ones so far. On my next project, I got a couple name songs. And when I say name, I mean like they have a name of an actual like person or character or something. Yeah. So Apollo, Paul Bunyan, and Neo are the ones so far. I don't think I'm missing any. And that's a part of the track list of Dark Places kind of like tells the story too. So like create a legend, Paul Bunyan is supposed to be like that legend that's created or whatever. And I'll get into that more on my next project too. It's like the spiritual successor to Dark Places in a way, but not at the same time. It's like if Dark Places and Wolves Clothing had a baby, but that baby was like goated type. My remix of Coochie was better. 2019. Oh, okay, that's when the song came out. Yeah. So 2020 was a pretty good year for me. 2021 about to be the best year. Like, really don't be surprised at this point where I'm at as an artist and like how all the algorithms is playing right now. I can really like break right there and be up in the air, like shooting up in popularity. Oh, okay, you ain't trying to put that. Yeah, but like I'm at a very good place right now, basically. I got the right eyes on me. It's a lot of people that's paying more attention. In the beginning of the year, like I couldn't even. It's certain people I couldn't even talk to because they was on like some extra bougie junk, and I'm talking about like Flint area people. But that's different now. Like people reaching out to me, people actually, people that I wanted, like I was showing my music to a long time ago. Like, bro, I promise you, I'm dope. Like, just give me some support. Like, push me a little bit. Those people is finally like catching on. And they finally like, oh yeah, this young dude go hard. If we support him, and be super crazy. Most importantly, God with us all. Exactly. And that's what the hat is for, bro. No matter what y'all hearing from me, this is what it's all about. And I actually got a song coming out that it's these letters, which is Yahweh or however you figure out a way to pronounce the tetragrammaton. I think that's what it's called. YHWH. It's so important. And this year, just been, for me personally, this been my hardest year ever. I went through my hardest battles this year as a person, mentally, spiritually. Like, I don't like that when I said that something just moved in my peripheral vision. But mentally and spiritually, like, this is my hardest year ever. And it's always capped off. Dark Places. When I made Dark Places in 2018, I made Dark Places in 2018. And my music always lagged behind too, in case y'all didn't know that. So what y'all hear is usually from like months way, way back. So my next project coming out in 2021, but I'm finished with it now. The project is done. I just gotta record it. But Dark Places, I made that in 2018. It released in 2019. 2018 was at that time my hardest year. And that's when I made Dark Places. That's what the mindset I was in. It was terrible. But that kind of like got alleviated when I actually met Alessia Cara after the end of that summer. Like, that was just like a light in my all the darkness and joy. I was like, damn, at least I got to meet her. Like, that was dope. This year, at least she heard one of my songs. At least I hit 1,000 subs. At least I got 50,000 streams. Like, it's a lot of good stuff that like balanced out uh all the battles I had this year, because it was bad. That was my sign. It was definitely had to be something. Find something meaningful in everything. I was just saying this on Twitter. Like, listen to your life, listen to yourself, and listen to your life. Everything that happened in my life, it has to have a meaning to it. It has to. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. I was waiting for the bro Isaiah to tap in. I don't know if he gonna make it in time. I'm gonna give him until 1:20. I'm gonna be on for an hour and 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna tap out. But I really want Isaiah to pop in because he made all the other live streams. I don't want him to miss this one. I hope people didn't think when I said 12 p.m. they're thinking 12 a.m. or something. They gonna miss it. Oh, so if you ever interested in like any of the other stuff I got going on, so I'm an artist. I got my iPad. You feel me? Got my Apple Pencil. Like I said, I drew the cover art for the Scarred and Beautiful song. I do a lot of art. I'm gonna start doing commissions. That's coming up right now, so y'all should be on the lookout for that. If you ever want something drawn for you, that's what I'm doing. And my story too. I'm writing a story. I'm writing a book. And if y'all support my Patreon, this is the thing with the story. I've been waiting to get support on my Patreon before I start releasing anything for it. So if y'all want to see this book, which is gonna be the dopest book y'all ever heard, I've been writing this book since high school, like 2014. That's when I started writing. So this has been a long time coming. If y'all want to see more from the book, y'all gotta support me on Patreon. It's literally $1, and I would have it even cheaper if they let me, to be honest. But yeah, hop on my Patreon for $1. Yep, book. I don't know how much y'all really know for real, but I do a lot. I make apps. That's like my job. I make phone apps, like iOS apps. But I spend a lot of my time making music and writing and drawing. That's it. I think I want to do like I was telling Paul we should do like a live reaction to music on here. I feel like it'll get taken down though. Let me see. I want to do like lyric breakdowns. All right. So next up, I've been saying this for the longest. I'm gonna actually start doing lyric breakdowns because I know a lot of my lyrics like get missed out. Like, people miss them. That's just like the way I write though. It's like kind of difficult to catch everything I was intending. like the downtown freestyle. Like I know it's a lot of stuff that's obvious. Like a lot of people's favorite line is the GPS line. Like what did I say? Ben said I'm a GPS. Uh, yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite line from that song. But there's some super dope lines in that song. Crazy. Sometimes I'm writing, I'm like, bro, this can't be coming from me. Like this is some dope junk. And how it all connect, next level. But I'm low key starting to feel a little bit of that musical inspiration. Whenever I start to feel that, that's when I get to working. So that's how like my work process go. I start to feel like a little bit inspired. Slight flex. No, it's not. It's the truth, bro. That's the facts. That's how it really is, man. I just be sitting there and writing, then sometimes lines just be like forming together, and I'm like, dang, this nigga go hard, low key. But yeah, so like my work process, the way I get inspired to go work, I don't push it, I don't force it at all, and I really let time take its toll on me, and good and bad. Like I don't really uh force no inspiration, so I only work when I feel like it. I only make music when I feel like it. But whenever I do feel like it, I make sure like I stop everything I'm doing and go do that. So what I was saying is, I'm starting to feel like that. I'm about to take my old raggedy voice that I got right now that hurts very bad because I've been rapping a lot and hop in the booth and rap some more. So Desi, you should pull up to the studio because I talked to you earlier. You already know the deal, man. Pull up to the studio. Like I was saying, I need my friends around me for this next project. Pull up to the studio, bro. I need you. I literally need you for this next project. Pull up. And also, everybody, be on the lookout for True. I'm gonna shovel the driveway and I'll be over. All right, bet. Um, everybody be on the lookout for what's to come up next. It's a lot coming. I'm excited. This year was really just the beginning, and as y'all can already see from the couple songs I dropped already, the little bit of promotion I've been doing, I haven't been promoting as good as I should have been. We getting somewhere. So thank you for everybody that believe in me. Thank you to the 1,000 subscribers I got. Like that's so crazy. The 700 followers I got on Spotify already. 700 followers on Spotify. But it's really the rate is moving now. It's gonna blow past my YouTube. The 50,000 streams I got on Spotify this year. That's just this year. The 100,000 views I got on YouTube now. Thank you very much. I'm out.